Hey Eurovision fans, it's Tom coming to you from Dublin. I'm back for another Eurovision analysis video. Today we're going to be watching the second rehearsals of the Big Five and Ukraine. We're going to watch the 30-second clips that they released and what this tells us about their performance. So let's kiki. So this video was meant to be released last night. For some reason there was a delay. I think it possibly might be due to there being some weird male sounding vocals on the UK clip, which was flagged to May, and then I think possibly the British delegation maybe pulled the video before it went up. So all 6 countries have released a 30-second clip. I'm going to try as best as I can to leave the audio in, but I already know for a fact that Italy, UK, France, all have copyright on their songs because the Big Five artists tend to be with bigger record companies who have more strict policies on copyright. So I'm pretty much definite I'm going to have to remove the audio for those 3. But anyway, it's more about the visuals anyway. The audio is not important. We know what the songs are. I usually just make one comment about whether the vocals are good or not. So, and want to know my secret bang? Let's see if Clara's changed her outfit today. Come on, Clara, give me something new. Don't give me pink.
Hi guys, it's Rylan.
Oh, it's Rylan.
From the arena.
Rylan, not Ryland. I say it with a D sometimes. I mean no D.
Because I'm about to show you some of the Big Five and Ukraine.
He's wearing the same outfit he had on the first day.
Well, I say all. We've got to keep something back for the shows, haven't we? So each of our artists have
He's so spicy, isn't he?
Of their rehearsals to share with you.
So we're going to start with Germany now. Okay. Oh, come on, Germany. A couple of cameramen on the stage there, but they'll edit them out. Outfits are amazing. Yeah, this looks like a real show. Oh, the fire. Amazing. I love the kind of symmetry in it as well. Vocals are perfection. This is my favorite bit in the song, actually. I think they're going to use that for the recap part in the actual grand final. Yeah, lovely. I love it. I love the color palette. I actually love the symmetry. You've got 2 of them on a higher level, 2 of them on a lower level, also forming like a little bit of a triangle, and then you have Chris Harms in the middle, so I love that. It looks like a real proper show. I love this triangle. It's kind of a different shape. I don't think anyone else really has a big emphasis on like triangles. This like very angular lighting and graphics, so I think it's really cool. And it's red and black and white, which we have seen a lot, but like I said, I think we're going to lose a couple of the semi-final songs that also have that color palette. So really, when we get to the final, it might just be them and Austria and Spain who have that, so it'll be fine once everyone's put in together in the finals. Really exciting show. I hope this is a bit of a surprise. I think it looks really put together. Those vocals sounded totally flawless. If the guys perform this 100 times, it would be perfect 100 times. I have like absolutely 0% concern that this won't be performed absolutely utterly perfectly. They're just so experienced. It's fantastic, and I feel totally at ease when I'm watching them, because sometimes when I'm watching my favorites I'm like, oh, is something gonna go wrong? And nothing is going to go wrong with this. We also know yesterday that they were drawn to be in the second half of the final, so I think this would have actually been a great closer, because it is a song about hope and kind of coming together, so which is a really great way to finish the final. But obviously we know that UK is there instead. Maybe they'll put it second last. Either way, it's going to be fresh in people's memories. I think it's going to make an impact. I really hope this is a shock televote success. Okay, now let's go to La France. It's Lazare singing Évidemment. Excited. Oh, we're seeing the very start of the song. Dramatic opening, slow panning down. That is absolutely gorgeous. And she's given us handography, and there's lights coming on in time with the music. Absolutely gorgeous. And the lights shining on her sequins. Vocals are really, really, really gorgeous. I love this red mixed into black sequins. And this huge dress reveal, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, that looks great. I saw some people commenting on Twitter that they thought the camera cuts were too fast. I actually haven't seen the TikTok clip. Literally my life has been editing for the last week, so I haven't seen it. So I actually need to go back, because apparently people were saying the camera cuts were quite frenetic in the TikTok clip. Those camera angles look perfect to me. I love that swooping down, because you also don't realize that she's on the pillar at that point. It's just kind of like focusing in on her, and then once the violins start to come in, we get the light switching on and it goes on the dress. So the cinematography is really, really good. And then we get the reveal that she's standing on a pillar and there's this huge dress. So like, oh, this looks like it's been really, really well planned, like almost like scenes of a movie with the build up into a story. So I'm really excited. I think they showed the first 30 seconds because they're like, we want to keep all our secrets. We have so much juicy excitement planned. We're just going to show you the tamest part of the song. So she was drawn in first half as well. And now this brings up a huge conundrum. What's going to happen to the producers? Because she's in the first half. Spoiler alert, Spain are in the first half and Italy are in the first half. And then we already knew that Ukraine and UK are in the second half. Ukraine are performing 19th in the final. UK are performing 26th. And then we have Germany as well. We don't know their running order yet. So we have 3 and 3. But you would say that these 3 would be bigger favorites than those 3. Now, I think the producers are like properly pooing their pants, because if Garia and Lorraine both pull first half of the final, the producers are properly like screwed, because it's going to be such a front heavy show. And we actually had that last year. We had so many favorites. Ukraine, De Diepte from Netherlands, and then we had Chanel, and then we had Brevity or something like that. I remember there were 4 songs like back to back to back, which was just like this incredibly intense awesomeness period. I think Snap came before that as well. The whole thing was like really, really intense. So I hope the producers aren't in the same situation, because then last year as well, we had that period where the start of the second half was just it felt a bit like a slog. Yeah, I'm hoping the producers can get a slightly better spread this year. Let's move on to the next person, and it's Italy. And I'm excited to see this now because I was initially feeling a little bit disappointed with the photos. Luckily, Marco came up and they showed that there is a staging concept. It's not just going to be bare bones. And let's have a look at it. His new outfit is really pretty. This ombre crystals, really gorgeous. And the light, I hope it's going to hit it. And it's kind of long as well. It goes down into his pants. And then we can see a little bit of the background. I think they've hidden it there on purpose. It looks like there's bouncing. We saw someone jumping up and down there. And then we've got these 2 dancers on the back. Yeah. Love his long note. Yeah, this is... When I saw the photos, there was no concept in it. But they do have a concept. It looks like it's going to be actually really cool. We're going to have these 2 dancers on like a stairs acting in a scene, and because they're far away, it's going to look like a tiny picture, and then it looks like there's a trampoline. It looks like they're going to be falling on and off. So this is what I was asking for. I don't mind minimalism. Even Salvador Sobral, he still had an LED. He had that beautiful kind of like forest, like a fairy forest, and then everyone had their lights, so it felt like fairies in the forest. So for me, that was a staging concept. I don't think we've ever had anyone who's just had like absolutely nothing, which is what the photos look like. But this actually looks super cool. I'm really excited for this now. And we know that Marco loves Eurovision. Obviously, he's decided to come twice. He obviously loves the competition. But I was starting to feel like maybe RI just weren't putting in their best foot, but they are. So I'm glad. Crisis averted. I'm actually really looking forward to this now. And I felt like at one point they actually moved the camera to hide something that they didn't want to reveal. And then I feel like we're going to get like loads of moon stuff and this beautiful like silver, white, black color palette with moons, and it's going to look like he's on the moon because of the smoke is going to be there. So yeah, this is going to be good. I still don't get why their photos were so dismal, but it doesn't matter because the finished product is going to be really great. And then I love his new outfit. I don't know if that's the final outfit, but I preferred a lot more than the more simple silver outfit. This one's got like crystals and gems. I saw he posted a Twitter photo where it's got like all these like intricate different glass beads on it, and this beautiful silver through black, and hopefully there'll be some light shining on him at some point, and it might hit the crystals and kind of sparkle. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm very happy. Now let's go to Ukraine. Okay, and go. Yeah, look at this. Oh, they've got this android spinning down. The dancers coming in. I love this kind of like culty priest styling they've got. Oh, and they've got the interaction balls. This is gorgeous. Love the black and yellow. Yeah, this is... Oh, look at that interaction with the globes. Oh, fantastic. And I love the Ukrainian part. Oh, Jeffrey's so brilliant. I love his mannerisms, his body language. He's got such a commanding presence. Beautiful voice. Oh, yeah. Oh, and you know I like this song as well. Oh man, I really hope this comes top 10. I don't think it's going to win because it doesn't seem like the song is popular enough, but I love how gorgeous the staging is, and I love the message that Ukraine are sending this year. This like cool, modern, always, but with the same like artistry and meticulous effort that they always put in. I think this is such a gorgeous, cool, different representation of Ukraine from what we've normally seen. I just think this looks slick as F. We've got a bit of Matrix in here. We've got some some dystopian science fiction. We've got commentary on what's happening in the world right now. Everything mixed in with this like beautiful presentation of yellows and blacks, and we have this landscape behind and the androids and just stop it, Ukraine. So good. I'm so excited. This is the best automatic qualifiers we've ever had, ever. I've only seen 30 seconds of each clip. Honestly, I don't even need to see. There's no UK. Oh my God. There's no UK. Oh wow. Okay. Well, my original point was going to be, I don't need to see Spain and UK for this to be the best automatic qualifiers ever, but I'm not going to see the UK because there's no clip for them. Okay, so there clearly were issues. It sounded like there was a man singing over her in one of the short clips that was released, so that was clearly a technical issue that they weren't able to fix in time, and they didn't want people to see it and freak out, so they just pulled it. But yes, best automatic qualifiers ever, like ever. We have 4 or 5 of these who are competing for the win. I think we're almost definitely gonna get 4 of them in the top 10. We might have 5. We could get 6. Okay, anyway, let's go into the last one today because there's no UK. It's Spain, our gorgeous Blanca Paloma, and go. Ooh, so we're seeing near the start. Yeah, gorgeous. This trippy, this curtain is fantastic. Very, very similar to Benidorm Fest. That silhouette moon she's standing is a little bit smaller. Oh, that quick change into a white is absolutely sublime. This is fantastic. It's got a huge energy. Oh, and we've got the silhouette of the moon, her singing to the moon. Fantastic. I'm going to freak out if this doesn't get the love it deserves. Wow, just brilliant. And they've shown us that I think they've got secrets coming up. I've seen one image where she's got the moon coming into her hand, which just look like bone tingling. So I can't wait to see that. But yeah, I love that stuff going around the red. The whole thing feels dynamic. It feels like we're moving. We're going from different scene, like we're going through a movie that's been condensed into 3 minutes. I love that bit where we move around the red and then click, we're into the white, like the moon's just been turned on. Love that she's brought the dances because I thought that they really were excellent in the song, adding this historic telling. It reminds me of pictures that you see, like Neolithic pictures written on walls of people hunting and rowing and doing stuff like that. That's what the rowing girls makes me think of. So I think that sums it up. Every single one of these can be top 10, and that is just everything that we've always wanted. You know, there was a long period that we went through. Yeah, I think it really culminated in 2021. That was probably the most extreme, I think, where Netherlands, Germany, UK and Spain, 4 of the automatic qualifiers all got 0 points, and it was quite clearly obvious that all 4 of them would not have qualified from their semi-finals, and it just felt weird. And I'm totally for automatic qualifiers. We need to fund the competition. Like, just look at what happened to North Macedonia, Bulgaria and Montenegro this year. They couldn't afford to come. We need the big countries funding the competition 100%. But we also do want them to bring something good so that it doesn't feel a bit weird, you know, when there's like they're getting a free pass into the final and then just like nobody likes their song. 4-0s in 2021 was not good. But then on the flip side, you had France and Italy in first and second. So it was a very weird year where you had the top and the bottom. This is just so much better. Even if any of these countries doesn't get to the top 10, they're still top 10 worthy. It definitely helps making the argument for the big 5 when they're sending stuff that looks so good, sounds so good, great artists. This is the big story for me this year. Automatic qualifiers absolutely killing it. The #1 year for automatic qualifiers in Eurovision history. We totally could have a winner amongst these 6. Okay, that's what I thought about 5 of the 6. We didn't get to see the UK. I think that's just a technical issue. I've seen a couple of clips. It looks super cool. I'm not worried about that. I think they just didn't want to put out the male vocal and have people completely freak out what's going on and start panicking, because that's not good for May and her nerves when she's trying to collect herself and build a confidence before the competition. Difficult task for the producers. They've got France, Italy and Spain all drawn on the first half. So yeah, they're going to have to try and manage that if it turns out that Italy and Spain jump up the odds, which I very much think that they could. If Italy's staging is really super stunning, he can be a dark horse for the jury, potentially win it, or at least second or third. I think he'll pretty much definitely be top 5 if their staging is beautiful, which it looks like it really could be. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Who was your favorite? Did anyone jump up? I think the German songs had a really strong reception. A couple of shout outs. Thank you so much to Mark and Samia for supporting me on PayPal, and also Emma and Casey and John for supporting me on Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you for keeping me caffeinated, and also Alex for a super chat. So thank you for your support. It's obviously really important for me to keep the channel going. If you like this analysis video and you want to see some more, I will leave a couple of here. Don't forget that I've also covered all the other rehearsal days, so I'll leave all the previous clips in the eye in the top right corner if you want to go check out some of them. And thanks so much for watching. I've seen another Eurovision analysis video very soon. Goodbye. Blah, 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 blah.